Is it a dual system of justice, Mr. Trump? The whole thing with FISA was horrible. One thing we did that was so great. I fired James Comey very early. People said you shouldn't have done it. They are given a term. They are given any term. Very early. Not immediately early, but very early. Early and a few months. I got rid of this guy, and by doing that was like you threw a rock at a hornet's nest. The whole thing collapsed. You saw the insurance policy, that was against me. For some reason, Luce's, darling, you may have an insurance policy. They will get me out one way or the other. You know what this is, 35 years of being put into government, and you get there, and initially I didn't know people in Washington. I was there 17 times my entire life. I had never stayed over. Never stayed over before this, and all of a sudden line President of the United States, and we have tremendous people, don't forget, biggest tax cuts in history. The guest regulation cuts, rebuilt our military, took out ISIS. Took out Saul Amini, al-Baghdadi, the two biggest terrorists. We did was incredible, strong supporter with ever had. No inflation, best economy Indiana history. We had tremendous people. They made a lot of money. Sorry, we had tremendous people. We also had some. You rely on others. You rely people that you knew. You rely on other politicians, see the answers, and you find out they are rhinos or they give you bad advice, so we had some that weren't good. When you think, Comey had a term, he had many years left. I said this guy is bad news. I realized it very early. I fired him. It was wild. That's when we found out all the corruption. Had I not fired Comey, you wouldn't know any of the things that you were talking about. Sean, you think they would have tried to destroy you? Mr. Trump, they were trying to take me out. It was like a coup. It's interesting. People that are very smart that you know very well said when I did it all, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Now they say it was the greatest instinctual move they've ever seen because Comey was a very bad guy and Comey led the group of thugs in there. They were doing a number. Very dishonest. Years and years of putting in people, Democrats and rhinos and other people, but putting them into office, and we got rid of a lot of them, but we are going to get rid of a lot more. You have some bad people. Sean, one more question. In the past, I think it's been a mistake. I am like you. I think we should have paper ballots, same-day voting. Make election a national holiday. I have partisan observers in every precinct watching the voter ID and the counting. When the polls close, declare a winner, game over. That's not the system we have. With Republicans have been reluctant and resistant towards early voting, mail-in voting. They have also been resistant towards legal ballot harvesting, which Democrats have mastered, which is why they can hide in their basement and run hundreds of millions of dollars in ads and never answer a press, shake a hand or kiss a baby or do a town hall. Do you encourage and embrace early voting, voting by mail, and legal ballot harvesting?